Hey guys, Joe here with Zareen from Gift Wellness Limited, and we are at ECRM's European Beauty Sessions in Prague. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'd like to start off with talking a little bit about your backstory and your company, because from what we were talking about before, it was very interesting.
So my company, Gift Wellness, has been going about 6 years now. It's a UK-based company, and it started not from a usual business sort of background, but it started from charity. I have a charity called the Halima Trust, which is set up in memory of my daughter, and she passed away 10 years ago. And we set up a charity to do the work that she wanted to do. She wanted to do third world development. So while I was doing that charity work, I was looking for a way to come back into work myself, because I'd been focusing on the charity since she passed away. And I thought, whatever I do work-wise, it needs to link with the charity, and it needs to be an ethical, business. So I was coming back from Pakistan, where we'd just built a school for orphaned and needy girls in Pakistan, and I was in the airport lounge, and I read an article about women in refugee camps who have to tear strips off their clothes to use as sanitary pads.
Wow.
And at that moment I visualised myself giving pads to these women.
Yeah.
And I knew that whatever I do, it's got to be around this issue.
And that's how it started.
So
that's how the idea
started. And when I got back to the UK, I started researching into natural sanitary products, and came up with all kinds of ingredients. And I came up with an idea that I came across this ingredient called tourmaline. It's a mineral stone. There's black tourmaline like this, which is it's good for stamina, and green tourmaline is good for, it's antibacterial. Yeah. They use it in loads of products here. We're using this same technology in like hair products and things like that, and also it's in air filtration units in aeroplanes and that sort of thing. So in this application, it's antibacterial. So it kills bacteria, smells, odors and infections and things like that. But it's helping circulation. It's helping menstruation cycle, the menstrual cycle, and balances hormones. It has lots of effects, and it's all scientifically backed. And the products themselves are natural. So I launched the business 2 years later after that in 2012, and started actually selling my product, actually trading in 2013.
So you have a great story behind it.
Yes.
Plus, it has the natural and the ingredients that are part of it are on trend with the consumer being more interested in natural, more healthy products and packaging, things like that.
And the ethical side of it is also on trend.
That's always a powerful thing.
There are more and more businesses doing this now, so for every pack I sell, I donate sanitary pads to women in crisis.
So it's a one-for-one?
Yeah. Okay. I've donated 2.5 million so far.
Great.
And it's growing all the time, and I want to eliminate period poverty, they call it in the UK, in all schools in the UK, and I'm donating them to refugee camps all over the world, to homeless women, to schools, to women on low incomes. And that's what the funny thing is, Joe, is that the more I focus on the charity side of the business, the better the business does. And women in particular, they love to associate with an ethical brand. They love to know that when they give their money for a product, that they're doing something good at the same time.
Well, I think you hit on something there, because like you mentioned, you're doing good by doing well. And it's not like you're using the charity as part of a marketing gimmick.
It started
It started with the
charity,
charity, and it was an outgrowth from there. So it's a little bit different story. It's a more authentic. It's it came as a result of your charitable efforts, not the other way around. So I think that kind of helps it resonate.
My aim and what my wish and my prayer is when I pray, and when I pray that I'm put in a position to do good. I don't pray for money, right? So, and the more I ask for that, and the more people join me in that mission, the better the business does automatically.
The money is a side effect. It's
really
a symptom.
is.
Yeah,
It really is.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing is that some of the people that I met, most of the people that I met over the last 3 days, there are so many like-minded people, and they all want to get on board with that concept and that idea, and be associated with the brand because of that.
Do you have specific lines within the product?
Yes.
Different types of product. Can you talk a little bit about those?
Yes, so I have normal sanitary pads, I have long sanitary pads, and I have panty liners, daily panty liners for everyday use. And I'm about to bring out a range of intimate washes for men and women. It's an intimate wash for men and women, for all the family, that are organic and made with herbal
Against that
ingredients.
natural and organic.
Natural, organic, vegan and so on. And they'll be wrapped in paper and no plastic at all. And alongside the intimate wash, there will be shampoo, conditioner, body wash, face wash, and so on. And
will those all have a charitable component to them, one for one?
Absolutely. And look, for refugees, for homeless women, you don't want to give them plastic bottles. No. This is ideal for that sort of setting. So again, that's always at the forefront of my mind. It's like what will be best for them,
And you can't go wrong if you use that as your guide.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, all right. So that takes us to here and your experience. This is your first time.
Yes.
What were you expecting? And as someone who's never had the experience of an ECRM program, and so what were your initial thoughts coming in? What were you expecting, and how did we meet or exceed your expectations?
Well, Joe, I didn't have anything to measure it against really, other than normal sort of trade shows where I have a stand and you have buyers walking by, and if they like the look of what you're doing, then they drop by. If they don't, they walk past, or if you're looking the other way, you miss them, and that's what I was used to. And I mean, the great thing was that I was assured that the meetings that are booked, they want to see me, right? So that's the first big tick, and that puts your mind at rest that, the money that you're spending on these events, and, when I do a trade show, it costs a lot, but it's hit and miss. So this isn't hit and miss. And I mean, the thing is, it exceeded my expectations.
Well, that's great to hear.
In every way.
That's great to hear.
I mean, I saw the buyers that I wanted to see.
Was part of that, I know in the beginning, like when you first registered, how long ago was that?
It was only just after Christmas.
Okay, but then from there, you're in touch with an account manager from ECRM who kind of takes you through the whole program. And so did they work a lot with you to kind of learn your capabilities and
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing on the platform. They explained it all. It was really easy to use once I knew how, but they were offering to do it all for me. I just send them the information, they do it, because my time scale was quite short. I booked it quite late, and I'm so grateful to Julia for signing me up and convincing me. And it was a no-brainer after he explained how it works. But then my account manager, Yelenia, we had WhatsApp phone meetings, and she was really helpful. Got back to my email straight away, told me exactly what I needed to know. When I saw the list of meetings of how many I had, like 50-ish meetings over 3 days, I thought, what? How on earth am I going to maintain my, kind of sustain my energy for a start, and do these meetings and not get phased by them. So that was my worry, and on the first day I was a little nervous, but the team around you has created an environment that is so conducive to enabling you to really relax and just do your thing. All I had to focus on was my meeting with the buyer, and I didn't have to worry about anything else.
You took the words right out of my mouth, because that's exactly how I explain to suppliers what we do is we take all of the busy work off of your hands.
The guys in the room from ECRM who were there supporting us and giving us our 2-minute warnings and things, they were so kind and helpful. I mean, there were times when I had like 4 or 5 meetings in a row, and one of them would come and give me a glass of water.
Okay,
You've had a few meetings in a row. I thought I'd give you.
Those are our
these are
CSRs.
These are little things that make
They
all the difference.
They do make a difference. And now you get into the next part, which is the follow-ups.
I know.
So, and our guys will be there to help you on that. So.
Well, they've gone through it with me. And told me what I need to do. Because I was thinking, okay, I need to get straight onto it when I get back home to England, and they've explained, where I need to go, and that they're on call if I need them. So, and the good thing is as I'm in the meetings, I'm making the notes on the iPad that I'm given, which is another thing that was really helpful. I didn't have to worry about having a separate schedule,
it's all in the
Excel
system.
spreadsheet or anything. No, it's all in the system. I did it there and then, immediately, and it's there for me. So
your follow-ups as soon as you get home.
Yeah, I can follow up, and it just seems it's almost too good to be true.
Well,
but it's real, and
it's meant,
I can imagine I'll be back for the next one.